Hello, this is Greg Allison from Green Greg's coming to you on the 15th of April 2021. I'm taking a quick little break from my work because I got to run to the greenhouse and open it up, because if I don't, it's going to be a problem. But I thought we were going to talk here about civil strife in our society. I've talked a whole lot lately about stuff going on internationally, but civil strife may be far worse in our country, because you got to remember, the most deadly war we ever had in our nation was the war that's often referred to as civil, but it was anything but civil. It was only civil in the legal sense of the word. But, in my neck of the woods, we like to call it the war between the states, the war of northern aggression. Well, a true civil war is neighbors fighting neighbors, and that's even uglier. And we're maybe in a precipice of one of these uglier ones. But while we're talking this, I'm going to show you real quick. Look here, it's about 68 degrees out here. I'm going to guarantee you my greenhouse is going to be hot as a firecracker. I got to get out there or my lettuce is going to burn up. All right, but we'll talk about this. I'm multitasking. Can't sit at the desk all day. You got to get moving around a little bit. I would have been out here earlier today, except I had a major meeting this morning. I just couldn't get to it. And that's a risk running a farm when you got another job. That's why you try to, if you got another job and want to hire help, but sometimes that's hard to do too. Civil strife. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Oh yeah, by the way, subscribe to my channel, bang the notification bell and click all, because I bring you a lot of topics along the line of what you got to know to keep your, so you can survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. You know, this is part of your eyes wide open and head on a swivel series, guys. So, that greenhouse is too hot by a long shot. It may be 70 something out here, but it's over 100 in here. You should never go over 90 when you got lettuce. You don't want the lettuce getting over 90 degrees. It's 110 in here. It is 110. I hope my lettuce ain't suffering too much yet. It's starting to a little bit. Now look, check out my fresh lettuce here. You see how the soil has some moisture in it, but it's gonna need to be watered, guys. Okay, let's talk about our all that I'm gonna put out in here probably this weekend. Okay, so let's get back to the topics at hand. I'm gonna have to climb a ladder. Hope I can do it with this camera running. Topics at hand: civil strife. Well, it looks like every time a police person takes fires a bang bang at a person of color, then we're going to have riots. It's just the way it's looking. Or the reaction be right or wrong, and I'm not judging that. I'm just saying that's what we're facing in our society. There are people who feel like they're being discriminated against, and they're going to act out on that. Whether they be right or wrong is not the topic of this discussion. The topic of this discussion is that we are facing this civil unrest today in our society. And it's not just from the left protesting. I'm rolling this up. So bear with me here. I gotta get this up there in these hooks. And at some point I'm gonna have to set this camera down, but you can hear me talking while I do this. Like I said, I got a multitask today. But you're getting a twofer here in my multitasking. You're seeing part of what you gotta do for a greenhouse while we're talking about civil strife. So, and I gotta make sure I don't kill myself climbing this ladder. So I'm using my arm. Whew, this ladder's hot. It's hard to touch things. So I'm gonna set this right here. I keep controlling my hand better. You're about to lose my face though as I get up here, guys. I gotta get this fan on. So here's what we're looking at. There's also gonna be civil strife from the right, because we got a president that a lot of them are not accepting, because they think that the election process was somewhat less than optimum. Okay guys, look here, put my foot up here. You always want to have 3 points touching when you're anywhere like this climbing. Now what I'm going to do is hook this in. I'll show you as I get up here. Well, our president and that party have decided that they want to go after what a lot of us consider to be very critical liberties, and I got to fit myself in that category. This got to do with our rights to protect ourselves from others, and our German included, as encapsulated in what we refer to as Amendment number 5, if you will. Just a study. Yeah, it's hard sometimes to get this thing hooked in on that side, especially when I got plastic wrapped around it. That kind of sitting on top. But don't, yeah. Guys, I got to set this phone down. Shouldn't wrap up right. I got it overlapped a little bit too much down there for the hook right. So hang on, guys. So the attacks on that are, I think, going to cause more civil strife than anything. I think that is going to be bigger than what's going on from the side to the left, because there's going to be a whole lot of people that just aren't going to be happy about that. I hope we can stop this through the political process. You know, a lot of states will become sanctuary states, and that may be part of the answer. But it may not be. That's going to be contested. You know, we were hoping that the Supreme Court would help us out in this, but now they're wanting to establish the Supreme Court too. So they're doing everything they can to completely change our society within the 2 years that they know they got a majority. So this 2 years is going to be a very tumultuous 2 years. All right, guys, here's where I'm at. I'm sitting up here in my greenhouse, quite a few feet above ground. I got that hooked in. I'm going to have to undo the next one. So it got too hot in here, too hot. You don't ever want to get over 90. It's 20 degrees hotter. And you can see outside it's like 68 degrees, but in here it's 110. These greenhouses will become hothouses if we're closed up. You don't want that. But my day job had a very important meeting, a lot of people, and the topic was my document, okay? I couldn't not be there. Could not be there. So that had to happen. All right, I'm gonna climb up another ladder. I gotta get up here and do this one too. I got that fan on, but I don't want to just suck in air out through this, around this flap. I gotta pull it from the other end so we get the whole place cooled off right. Now, hang on a minute. I gotta secure this plywood a little better before I get up here. So, see, part of it, see, it's down. It's not up on that lip of this, on this. I'm gonna go up there and push it. All right, guys, I'm gonna set the camera down for a second. Now I got it over that. Yeah, I don't want to go swimming with the fishes, guys. That's part of my objective, is to not go swimming right now. Make sure this other one's pushed in a little bit further too. Especially if you get straddled two of these, that could really hurt. And might be really hard to get out of there. Get out of that tank with all that water in it. It's all slippery inside. And you're a big old guy like me, it might be extremely hard to do. I could be in some severe trouble in there. I don't want to go in there, okay? All right. So, I'm expecting a lot of civil strife. Ooh, my ladder's trying to get away from me underneath. I'm stepping up here. I'm expecting a whole lot of civil strife over this. Quite a bit if we can't get satisfaction legally. And it might be really ugly. I don't want to see things get ugly, okay? As many of you know, I started a Freedom Restoration Foundation to try to deal with these things in a civil manner. A lot of people aren't going to accept it. I got to set this down for a minute while I start rolling this flap up. A lot of people aren't going to accept these kind of controls under no circumstance in this country. That's why I'm thinking that the results of where they're going may be far more disruptive to our society than anything we've seen so far coming out of the summer riots, or anything else we've seen in our society since maybe the 1860s. I think we're really asking for a lot of political trouble with where they're going with this. And you know, I'd rather we not have political trouble of that degree and magnitude, but we're not leaving a lot of options here for us. Alright, I got it hooked in. Good. Now sorry guys, I can't do that and film at the same time. I got to have two hands. I got that open, and now we're going to some beehives down in there. Now we're going to, I got to get down from here. I'm not as high as I was when I was over there, but I'm still lacking a couple feet maybe. It's still pretty high, but there's always a prospect of going fishing or swimming, you know, especially if these boards break or something like that, or they slip on me when I'm up here. Well, now I got to get down to that little ladder. I got to make sure she don't flopping around on me. I got to balance myself on it. 3 points again. 1, 2, 3. Now I got to use both hands. Strip my weight. Down maybe. All right, guys. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about civil strife in this country that may be bigger than anything you've seen in your life. Let me turn this fan on. I can already feel the temperature changing. I got two big 5-foot fans in here. All right, there we go. Yeah, it already feels cooler just with that one running. Much better, much better. Les is saying thank you. Oh yeah, much better, much better. Lettuce likes it cool, guys. Les can't handle the heat. It'll go bolt, or maybe even kill it, like the fresh lettuce I got over there. I can actually see the thermometer moving, guys. We can actually watch it move. She's going down quick now. All right, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. I'll leave that door up in a second. All right, now the sun's coming out. So we can throw heat in there. You know, we could build cities and float them in the sky on a temperature difference if they're a mile across of just 10 degrees. Well, the greenhouse effect, you're going to be challenged to keep it down to 10 degrees. I'm 10 degrees warmer in here, even at nighttime. So, yeehaw. Those little sky station concepts I come up with, it would actually work. We can float them in the atmosphere. The question is, will they go over countries that aren't friendly to you? Can you make it an aerostat? You have a cable long enough for that if you want to do that. Yeah, that would be a big challenge because that's a lot of upward force. All right, back to the topic on hand. Civil strife in this country may go off the charts anytime. That's why you need to be prepared. You need to get ready. You need to get ready in a hurry. I won't say it's going to be today or tomorrow morning, but this is going to be building over time over the next couple of years. It'll make the next election process really interesting too, I would say. Go check my mail while I'm out here. So we can keep talking, walking and talking. So, this could be exceedingly ugly. Like I said, I think this so-called push for safety from bang situations that they're pushing for will actually imperil more people, many times more people than have ever been imperiled otherwise. I see it as potentially catastrophic in our country. And I hope I'm wrong, but I also hope that we keep our freedoms. That's why you need to send me an email to info@freedomrestorationfoundation.org and say freedom in it. You want to join our Freedom Restoration Foundation. Oh well. And if you want to join our survival tribe, same email, info@freedomrestorationfoundation.org, and you can join our survival tribes. I'm pulling that together, and I'm working on finding new tribe leaders, and I'll be sending people's info to the tribe leaders to see if y'all can make a match that y'all want to get together and form groups. And it's going to have to be a mutual agreement between people joining and the people hosting. So it's kind of like getting married or adopting a new family. So you got to make sure everybody gets along for that to work out properly. All right, friends. These are things we're trying to do. We're a channel about solutions. We don't come here and just cry about things. We try to fix things. So go check out the website. And we'll be doing some updates soon on some new legislation that's coming out and adding it to our website. FreedomRestorationFoundation.org. FreedomRestorationFoundation.org. Check it out. There's a lot of good resources on there for what you can do to preserve your liberties. And we named it Restoration because we actually want to restore our liberties, not just preserve them. But we're in challenging times right now, so that's going to be an interesting proposition. Also, don't forget to support my channel. One of the best ways you can support me, of course, is subscribing and sharing my videos. But right now is time to plant. If you've not got your seeds, check out my links to True Leaf Market below. It's a great source of seeds, heirloom seeds, non-GMO seeds, with all the supplies you need and instructions for how to plant and grow them. Plus I got my videos on gardening, so I can use them all together in conjunction. Hopefully in a couple weeks I'll be selling worms again. I'll do a video specifically to announce that when I do that. All right, everybody, very much thank you for watching. Bye-bye.